There we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It is Easter Sunday, March 27th. We are at the end of an amazing month. Thank you for jumping on our Sunday night ambassador training call. I am Sarah Marble, a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. And if you're brand new, welcome. For all of you regulars, thank you for jumping on so faithfully every single week. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to these Zoom calls. We've really enjoyed this format. I can see a few faces and we can interact and chat. I've really liked the Zoom, so we will keep doing this for now. Tonight, we are just going to kind of summarize the very last chapter of Millionaire by Halftime. It's Presley Swaggerty. If you have not yet read this, I highly recommend it. It's one of my absolute favorite network marketing books. It's got just a lot of really simple and basic information that can be applied whether you just started your network marketing journey today or if you've been in it 5.5 years like I have. I keep going back to this. I've got it, doggy eared. I've got sticky notes. I've got it underlined. I've got it highlighted. Every time I read through it, I get something different out of it. So tonight I want to talk really quickly about chapter 19, which was the very last chapter. Every team needs a captain. And it talks about team culture and important things that you can do as a team leader. Now, some of you might be saying, well, goodness, I just started. I'm not a leader yet. And to that, I will say, one, we need to have the information and the knowledge and the preparation first to lead ourselves. Like Randy Gage says, making the first circle work, which is starting with ourselves. And then as soon as you begin this journey, as soon as you've got one person on this journey with you, you have been promoted to a leader. So going over this information, I think can be helpful no matter where you are on your journey. And it's a wonderful reminder for me as I read it too. So I'm just going to go over the top things that he says. I think it's 8 or 9 things. Top 10 things that can be helpful for you on your journey in your steps to leadership, which again, anybody on this call, it's relevant for you. Whether you're just leading yourself or a team of 1 or a team of 10, or we've got some new people up for some promotions for gold, which would be 20 people on your team. We've got some people who are up for senior gold. We've got a brand new Ruby. Sonia Dassow just promoted this afternoon to Ruby. I guess it was last night. But so yeah, we've got a lot of people who are rocking and rolling and moving up the ranks. So I think this is very timely. But number 1, Presley Swaggerty says, you must make no small plans. As a leader, we are in the dream business. We must see things differently, and we must see things as they can be and not as they are. One of the great things about this, and this is kind of my happy place along with goal setting, is setting up a dream and setting up a vision. Because a lot of times for new people, they can't see what's ahead. But as a leader, if you paint that next step for them, if you say, okay, this is where you are, but I know if we just take you one more step and then one more step, this is where you can be. So kind of painting that vision so they can start setting goals so your team can start looking a little bit ahead. Because sometimes it gets hard. You feel like I'm stuck right here and I don't know what I'm pushing for. I don't know how wonderful it can be if I take that step. So as that leader, being able to paint that vision for, hey, this is where we're going to go and this is why we want to get there. I think that's absolutely critical. And it's so much fun to do that, to help somebody dream just a little bit bigger. Number 2, you must care about your team. Obviously, building relationships. Leaders must want to make a difference in the lives of others. I really like the quote, people don't know how much you know until they know how much you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So building relationships. If you guys read, I don't have it right here. If you guys are reading any of the John Maxwell books, his book, 5 Levels of Leadership, was absolutely revolutionary for me. Talking about the levels of, you can't master those levels of reaching that pinnacle of leadership until you work through those levels. And level 2 is all about learning people skills, learning how to relate to people, learning that there's lots of different personalities. That's the crazy thing about network marketing is we lead a volunteer army. So everybody voluntarily joins our team and they can voluntarily walk right out the door, right? So if we learn to embrace the uniqueness, embrace differences in others, and we learn how to build those relationships, that's going to be the most effective as a leader and help moving your team forward together. Number 3, you must lead by example. This is a monkey see, monkey do business. Your team will go where you go. They say the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So rather than just always looking back saying, okay, team, come on, you guys can do it. If you've got your blinders on and you've got your focus and you're moving forward and you're marching forward, how fast you go is how fast your team is going to follow. And leading by example would be, yes, I'm a Diamond Ambassador, but I still look to bring in 3 new people every month, to go silver every month, always looking to set that pace of bringing 3 new people in and getting new customers, building on my personal volume as I'm introducing the products to new people. If I'm going to expect my team to do that in setting their goals and moving forward, I'm not going to just sit back here and say, okay, you guys need to do this and you do this and you do this. That's what a boss does. But being a leader in this amazing profession of network marketing, learning how to inspire and motivate and encourage, but also by working in the trenches with your team and not just talking to your team. So I think that's a great thing to point out that he says. Always remember that there's a direct correlation between what leaders do and what their teams do. So if that's something that you look to your team and you say, well, I don't understand why nobody's recruiting. I don't understand why everybody is just waiting until they have their 100 PV auto ship on the 28th of every month. And that's so frustrating. Take a look at what are you doing to lead, to set that example for the expectation for what your team is watching. Number 4, you must have commitment. What is commitment? I love this definition. It's unwavering belief. It is a state of mind. It's an attitude that failure is not an option. You need that inner want to that keeps you up at night. And I giggled a little bit when I was going over my notes because it's been raining here all day. And we got home from church. We had a really good Easter breakfast with Grandma and with my mom. And it was just a great time. So I was going to just climb in bed. We were all going to take naps. All 3 boys fell asleep. My husband started snoring. I went to go crawl in bed and just kind of chill for a little while. I could not turn my brain off. I have plexus brain this month. I'm so excited about people setting goals and people working. And I was like, I have to get up. I have to get up and write more notes. I have to go check on a few more people with their goals for the end of the month. So I love that because it's that inner want to that's going to keep you up at night or keep you from being able to take a Sunday afternoon nap in the rain. But you must have that unshakable, unwavering belief. Now, if you're saying, okay, I don't have that belief right now, Sarah. I'm really, really struggling. I'm frustrated. Things have gotten me discouraged. This is where you can say, well, how can you get that belief? How you get that belief is going to be reading, listening, and associating. So you're going to be reading the right information. That's going to be reprogramming your brain. You're going to be listening to the right information. If I could show you back here in my bookshelf, I've got that whole middle section is all audios. I probably have over 100 audios. And whenever I go somewhere, I grab another one to put into my DVD, CD player, so I can be listening. I can be listening to people who are successful, listening to people who have been there, listening to people who can tell me this is where I was and this is how I got from point A to point B. So always reading, listening, and then associating with the right people. If you're not surrounding yourself with positive, encouraging, motivating people who are moving forward in an amazing direction, then you need to find some new people, okay? If you've got somebody who's constantly negative in this ear, you need to find some other somebodies who can give you to 10 to 1 positive in the other ear. Otherwise, that's going to start knocking away. That's going to start chipping away at your belief, whether it's in the products, whether it's in the opportunity, whether it's in network marketing in general, or most importantly, yourself. If you don't have a belief in yourself that you can't do it, it's time. We've got to say, okay, ready, set, go for April. We have to start reprogramming what your mindset is and what you're believing about yourself. Do you need to sit down and write some positive affirmations? People want to hear what I have to say. I offer products that are changing people's lives. Do you need to be writing and affirming that, yes, you can be successful? So if you don't have that commitment and it's related to having some wavering belief, check with your upline and let them know, hey, I just need some confidence. I need somebody to help me see this vision and to help me to be able to take that next step forward. Number 5, you must set goals. There's power in writing your goals down with a date. Your mind is then aware of them, and then you can get to work achieving them. This is one of my favorite things. And if you guys could see, half of my mess in my office is all of these notes. I've got notepads with people's names with their points. I've got 2 different calendars I'm working off of, writing goals down, saying, where do I want to be? Where am I going? And saying, listen, here's the end of the month, March 31st, this is where I'm going to be. Setting that and creating a little bit of urgency. True steps to leadership, you must write down your goals. Number 6, you must be success motivated. Generating resources leads to bigger possibilities in your life. Money gives you options that broke people will never have. Thinking about yourself as a successful person. I've talked to a lot of people who have said, you know what, I just don't know if I'm ready to be that rank, or I just don't know how it's going to be if I get to that next level. And some people actually have a fear of success. What will success bring to me? What will people think of me? There's a lot of people who that really is an obstacle or a stumbling block. So having a success motivated mindset can be very, very beneficial. Number 7, you must be coachable. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Follow a proven plan. Ask yourself, who has done this? Who has done what I want to do? It's important to hang out with people who have been where you want to be. And then he says the last thing is you have to have a map. I'm not sure if any of you caught my Facebook Live that I did last week, but I think that that's something that would probably be helpful for you guys to go back to. Just scroll through my Facebook profile page and you can get back to it, or I'll try to bump it up or maybe even share it in our Team Momentum group. But it just talked about if you're setting goals and dreaming big and saying, I'm going to get there someday, but you don't know where you are right now, you're not going to be able to figure out that connection between where I am and where I want to be. And then if you don't have, after you say this is where I am, if you don't have a roadmap to say this is where I'm going and this is how I'm going to get there, then you're going to get lost. So being able to be coachable and say, share with your upline, share with your sponsor, share with me, this is where I want to go and I need help with that map. Because if I want to go to Florida, but I set out driving and end up north in Kansas, there's going to be a disconnect. Am I trying to do it a way that's never been done before? When you've got, over 300 people who have now reached Emerald and almost 100 people who have reached the top of the company at Diamond, if they're leaving examples and advice for what they've done to get where they're going, that's what I do. When I see people, even now as a Diamond who has re-entered and working a second position to Diamond, I still ask questions every day. When I see people on the leaderboard, I say, okay, what are you doing this week differently than you did last week? If they're going to share with me and leave clues for what's working for them, I'm not going to try to go out and totally reinvent the wheel. I'm going to try to follow the footsteps of the people who are reaching that leaderboard, who are actually walking it out and actually doing what I want to accomplish. So and that's the great thing, you guys, about Plexus. We are one Plexus, one team. Everybody works together. I have been so blown away by the number of leaders who are willing to share what they are doing to reach their success. A lot of times it's like team secrets. Other companies, there's team secrets and they won't share. And our team's doing this, so you can't know about it. But truly, in Plexus, everybody works together. I see so many people. I know there's people, Susan and Cindy are meeting up in upstate New York, and they get together with a bunch of people who are in different downlines. Chris and Ashley, they're meeting. Oh, Ashley's in Minnesota now, but Chris is meeting with Kara and some of her Kansas City people. And it doesn't matter. It's not all the same upline, the same teams. They're all working together saying, what can we do together to share ideas and to help each other, motivate each other. I think that's an absolutely amazing part of what our company has to offer. So being coachable, not in reinventing the wheel, saying, okay, let's see if other people have done it, if I can start walking out the steps for what somebody else has already shared. Number 8, being a team player. You know, the acronym for team is together, everyone achieves more. Working together. And I've seen this so beautifully with so many of my downlines. With some people are strong with the PowerPoints, or some people are strong with the calls, or some people are strong with, there's a lot of different strengths, and being able to work together as a team and letting all of those strengths come together to be beneficial, to help everybody to be successful, I think is just an absolute beautiful thing. So together, everyone achieves more. Number 9 is something that I really wanted to hit home with because it is March 27th. We've got just a few days left in the month. You must have a now mentality. A lot of people say, oh, someday my ship will come in. But being able to say, someday doesn't exist. Presley Swaggerty says, it doesn't exist, it never has, it never will. There is only today. So recognizing that we have the opportunity to create some urgency, to create some excitement, to build that, hey guys, now is the time, now is the place. You're going to make that list of 200. Don't wait until, April 1st seems like a really good time to start reaching out to new people. Let's rock and roll now, today, tomorrow. Let's finish the month strong. But as a leader, being able to create that urgency, that's something I'm learning is not a natural trait. For people to feel a little bit pushed or a little bit motivated, that's not a natural tendency. And I always find it a little bit humorous when we have either a corporate special or something, and all of a sudden everybody kicks into high gear, and we've got people like rocking and rolling and signing people. You know, when we had the November to Remember, you know, we had people signing 6 people in a month, people signing 8 people in a month, and creating that little bit of excitement with a deadline. The company offered those incentives, and that created some urgency. So to see what results can come from saying today is the day and now is the time, to have that now mentality, it's absolutely amazing what can happen. So as a leader, learning how you can kind of create that little bit of urgency, set up some kind of little challenge, give your team a little bit of a goal to work towards. That really can be something that can motivate people, that can drive people, that can create a little bit of momentum and get everybody moving forward. And I will tell you, end of the month, there's nothing like a deadline of March 31st. And it's not anything special for any huge deadline other than then we start over with another month. But we've got right now the 15% off coupon. That's the coupon code that you can put in all caps. Use this opportunity to reach out to old ambassadors, reach out to people who you know have been interested but haven't decided to join your team or order. Use this opportunity to say, today is the day, now is the time, and I'm going to message as many people as I can and share with them that this 15% off now is the time. And I have to tell you, it's worked really, really well for me. I've been sending out between 5 and 8 messages every single day since the coupon code was launched. And I've got 2 brand new team members. My PV is the highest that it's been probably in 6 or 8 months. So it really does work to give people that little bit of a push. 15%. It's amazing what people do for 15% off. But yes, it does work for welcome packs too. So that's really, really exciting. So having that now mentality and using that to your advantage to create that excitement and create that and move forward. And then number 10 is just plain and simple, never quit. And that's, bottom line, perseverance is the key. When the going gets tough, the tough get going and they don't quit. Leaders dream big, they work hard, and they see the job through. And I have to tell you, to be a little bit candid with you guys, it has been so sad and so frustrating when there are people on our teams that don't have that commitment yet. They haven't set those goals yet. And they are getting a little bit discouraged that shipping times are running long, that customer service wait times, holding on the phone, is taking too long. And they do bow out easily. But I have to tell you, anything in life that's worth winning and worth accomplishing is worth doing the work and setting through with that perseverance to see the task and the job done. So I am grateful to each and every one of you who have hung on and stuck in there with us. And I have to tell you, these growing pains are just that. They're growing pains. And I know things have been rocky and things have been rough, but you have to know that we are breaking records. It's not just, hey, your package took a few extra days to get there. It's we are so, February set the all-time record high for sales in our company forever. We did over $40 million of sales in 1 month. So tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, their lives are being changed. The products are doing amazing things. People are grouchy and frustrated because they want their products, which is a good thing. We have products that are changing people's lives. So let that be an encouragement to you that we don't want to quit. We want to see this job done. And when we get to the other side of this, we're going to be able to look back and say, remember when. Some of the leaders were joking that we all need t-shirts that say, I survived the back office changeover. Because it truly feels like that sometimes. But let me tell you what, people are still making commission checks. People are still getting promoted. We've got a lot of great things going on with our team. We've already got some amazing new promotions within the company, some new emeralds, some new sapphires, a few new diamonds. So the sky is the limit for all of you and for any of you. Everybody can do it. And even through these challenging times, goals are being set and records are being broken. And it really, really is exciting. So if you have not purchased this book, I highly, highly recommend it. I'm just now remembering and being convicted to apologize for you that when we did the 7-day video challenge, this is going to be some of the gifts that I send out. I was supposed to do that drawing last week and it got crazy and I never did that. So I'm going to make a mental note right now, do drawing for some of these Millionaire by Halftime books. And if you win and you want to give it to a team member, that would be awesome. But yes, we should make those t-shirts. I'll have Stacy see if she can make those t-shirts for us. But yes, so top 10, make no small plans, dream big and cast that vision for your team, care about your team, lead by example, be committed, set goals and write them down, be success motivated, be coachable, be a team player, have a now mentality, and never quit. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of those steps. So for these last few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, last few days of March, I challenge each and every one of you to set those goals, to dream big, to reach ahead a little bit out of that comfort zone, and challenge yourself and say, where can I be and what can I do to finish this month strong? I have to tell you that I have been going through, if you go in your back office and you want to start checking on some team members, you can just click your genealogy and it'll pull up your qualifications box. And when you click on those little purple men, you're personally enrolled, you can actually click down through and check on your team and see where they are with their points and where they need to be for that next level. And number one about creating that vision for your team, I absolutely love when I see somebody who's 3 people away from that next promotion or 5 people away from that next promotion. And rather than, saying, oh, darn, I guess I'll make it next month, I like to call them and say, listen, what can you do? Who can you call? You've got some team rocking and rolling. Who can they call? And let's get motivated. Let's finish strong. Let's, blow past this goal and check it off your list and start dreaming bigger for next month. So don't let any of those goals and dreams pass you by without giving it a really, really good effort and creating that urgency, with this being the end of the month for March 31st. So I am actually headed out 5 a.m. to catch a plane for South Carolina. So I'm doing the next 2 opportunity tours. I will be in Charleston on Monday night and then in Raleigh, North Carolina on Tuesday night. So if you guys know anybody or have anybody in that area, if you want to send them my way, I'll be with Diamond Ambassador Melissa Eichenhorst. I'm absolutely thrilled to be with her. We've never done a meeting together. But be looking, you guys, when we get those weekly updates from corporate, be looking ahead at who is going where and what opportunity meetings are going to be in what cities, because that's a great way for you to reach out to your list and say, hey, can you go to this meeting? Can you bring somebody to this meeting? You know, I might not live in that town, but you might have team members in that town. Getting to those opportunity meetings and then bringing guests to those opportunity meetings can be a great way for you to grow your team. So don't miss out on that opportunity. So I'm going to stop talking for the last 6 minutes, and I'm going to let you guys see if you have any questions. I am going to leave it muted just because we have so many people on the line, but if you have a question, you can just unmute yourself and ask away. If you have a comment about what you thought about us working through the Millionaire by Halftime book together, that would be great. I'd love to hear some takeaways, some feedback, maybe what you're working towards for the end of the month. And usually everybody's shy until one person.
I'm not shy.
Okay, go for it.
I just wanted to tell you how wonderful my new ambassador, Kristen McReynolds, is. And she just got her welcome pack, and she called me and was just absolutely thrilled. And we went through it step by step. I was so happy to be able to do that with her. It's so much easier. And it's just all right there. And she's so excited. She's got her mother-in-law and her father-in-law, all these people who are interested. She's only been on the products for 2 weeks, but she's seeing so many results. So I'm really happy about the new welcome pack, and I just wanted to share that.
Yay, that is awesome. Okay, so for you guys who don't know, if you're brand new, Judy is talking about our new success guide. And yes, I do have that sitting right here next to me. And yes, there you go. As far as not reinventing the wheel, this is the key, you guys, because now we are all on the same page. Everybody that joins is going to get the same quick start guide. It's got the same top 10 things. Be a product of your product. Get to know your success guide. Make your list, how to make your Frank's list. And then it's got these amazing product cards, which are fabulous for new people because they can say, why would I take Plexus Nerve? And it's got all the talking points on there, how to take it. And then it's got some key features and benefits for you to be able to share. For a brand new ambassador to be able to just sit down and thumb through these product cards and have all that information, it's absolutely amazing. And then talk about being coachable. You guys, this success guide, 84 pages, full color of tips of how to be successful. Here, this page, preparing your elevator speech. What will you say when people ask you about Plexus? This was written after we did several focus groups. All of the diamonds got together and were asked, they brought in a writer, and all of the diamonds were asked, how did you build your business? How did you grow your network? How did you achieve the rank of diamond, getting to the top of the compensation plan? And everybody shared, and then it was put into 83 pages of what you find as the success guide. This is amazing information. So Judy, I'm so glad that you brought that up, because you're right. We can all be on the same page. In Training 101, that's where it starts, right here. So awesome. Awesome.
When can we buy those?
Soon. I'm going to double check. I'll be with Tarl tomorrow. So you'll send me your list for what you want me to. No, don't send me your list. But
I just want to.
Yeah, I will talk to him and see. I know I tried to beg, borrow, and steal a few from the Biloxi Distribution Center because they did have a few extra. But last month alone, they sent out over 22,000 back ordered success kits. We are growing by almost 800 ambassadors a day at Plexus. So you are in the right place at the right time. We are rocking and rolling. Awesome.
Sarah, I have a question.
Okay.
Hi. What about if you have a person who expired their renewal? Are you able to renew online, and does that take effect right away when you log into this? Did we find out about?
Yes, there is a new tab that says annual renewal when they go back to their shopping cart. It just depends on how long they've been turned off. And if there's any reason that the account would be in some kind of suspended mode for whatever reason. But they should be able to go through that tab and process that manually in their shopping cart.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Sarah, this is Allison. I've got a question.
Okay.
How can I tell which of my new members have their commission qualified turned on? Is there a way in my back office? So I know I'm only showing I've got 10, 15 points, and I should have more if they've done that. And I just am curious how to do that.
Yes, when you guys log into your back office, there's a few ways that you'll want to look at it. And the first would be to see if they have an auto ship in place. It'll either say conditional or unconditional. If it says deleted or none, then they don't have that backup order in place. And then they do not count for points for you for two. There would be two instances. The first would be they don't have their 100 of personal volume. And the second would be if they are green and they have a welcome pack new this month, you earn your business building bonuses on them this month, and then they would count for points for you the next month. Unless they do 100 PV over their welcome pack. So I will look through, Allison. I'll double check and look through your downline. But let's wait till the 28th. We'll see what the 28th is the second auto ship day. We'll see what goes through tomorrow. And then I will be back on Wednesday just in time to finish the month strong. If you guys are having any end of the month issues or need me to check on anything, we will make some notes and see if we can't get stuff wrapped up Wednesday. Okay.
I have one other question.
Sure.
When a ambassador is in entered status,
Yes.
I know the system automatically tries to rerun them. Does it wait till the end of the month to do it?
It does. It usually it's going to try 3 times, and I would say it would be on the day that it tried the first time, and then probably the next time that the system is going to process something would be, so if they missed on the 28th, the system will try again, or on the 20. If they missed on the 25th, it'll try again on the 28th. And then I'm not sure how quickly before the end of the month, but it usually does try 3 times. Wednesday morning, if it's still sitting in entered status, I would call customer service so that they can clear that one out there and either push that one through or get a new order processed.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's usually a credit card issue, either an expiration or something like that. When you see that it's in entered status, it's been declined for one reason or the other. So I want everybody to wave. I'm going to turn off the recording and then we're going to sign off. Good night, everybody.